You're not going to believe who's the number 4 seed in men's singles. I'll show you that. And can all the folks coming back from Asia get to the top of their game? We'll show you their draws. And then North Carolina, you've got Kate Fahey in your backyard. Guess what? She is the 2 seed. We'll show you her draw. Can she hold up to that? What a run she's had to get to that standing. It's all next. What is happening, everybody? It's time for another Draw Reveal show presented by Ensure. And guess what? We're on location. This is minutes after the Red Rock Open ended because guess what? We got to get all the way to North Carolina and I cannot get into the studio, but we got to get you ready for North Carolina. So we're going to do it from here. We're going to get you a show and it'll be great because we've got everybody coming back into the North Carolina draw. So we're going to walk you through each one of those. The big storyline for me is simple. How do the players that were overseas or sat out here in St. George, Utah, fare when they head to North Carolina? Second time for us playing there in Cary, North Carolina. So let's jump into the draws. As always, let's start with the ladies and ladies singles. And the player I have my eye on is Kate Fahey. She's the new North Carolina resident, and she has vaulted all the way up to number 2 in the world. She's the 2nd seed here, and I can't wait to see how she performs. Here's her projected path to the final. In the round of 32, she'll get the winner of Irakina and Igleski. Round of 16 would be Ava Ignatowicz. In the quarters, Catherine Parento playing some singles, and in the semis, it could be her North Carolina buddy and hitting partner, Brooke Buckner. So she'll be on the opposite side of Anna Leigh Waters. Let's take a look at the draw. Anna Leigh Waters comes off yet another victory in Red Rock, and she is the top seed. Jeannie Bouchard, 13 seed. Lingwei Kong's her first opponent. Then she could run in to Anna Leigh Waters. The 5 seed's Leah Jansen. We've seen a lot of her and Anna Leigh Waters running into each other early in the year. And the 9 seed, Mary Brasha, had a big opportunity as the defending champion in St. George, but couldn't get going. She could run into Leah Jansen. Down below, Caitlin Christian is the 3 seed, and she could play Utah Black Diamond's early round pick in the free agency draft, Safdar. Like to see how that could come together. And then the 6 seed, Paris Todd, is playing some incredible pickleball across the board. We saw her get gold, silver, and bronze in St. George at the Black Desert Resort Red Rock Open. So look out for her in North Carolina. On the Kate Fahey side, you see her as the 2 seed at the top. There's Catherine Parento. It's the 7. Brooke Buckner down below. And then in Buckner's section there, you've got Mari Humberg versus Helena Jansen. That is a dangerous 16 seed. Watch out for her. And then Salome Davidze, always tough, the only player to beat Anna Leigh Waters in singles in 2024. She's the 8 seed. So who's going to make it not just to semifinal Saturday, but to championship Sunday? We shall see. Now let's take a look at men's singles, and I am stunned at the number on the seed next to Ben Johns. He is the 4 seed. Yeah, that's right. I did not stumble. The 4 seed. Coming back from the Yola trip in Asia. I can't wait to see how he fares. Here's his projected path to the finals. In the round of 32, he would run into the winner of Scarpa and Kohler. Then in the round of 16, from the seeds, it would be Yates Johnson. But watch out for Zane Ford, who beat Ben Johns earlier this year. He's the 17 seed. In the quarters, it would be projected to run into Jaume Martinez-Vick. And in the semis, it would be the Red Rock Open winner, Hunter Johnson, And that's just to get to the final. So Ben will have his hands full as the 4 seed. Let's take a look at the draw. The top seed in men's singles is Federico Staksrud, who was upset out in St. George by Jack Sock. Had a match point, couldn't cash it, lost in 3. So he will patrol that half of the draw. Down below, Connor Garnett also lost to Jack Sock. That was in the semifinals. And look at this juicy matchup early on. The youngster from Bradenton, Florida, Lucian Goins, will play Tom Evans. Oh, he's just from Australia. So let's see how that goes. And then the winner of that gets the treat of Tui Nation. QD had a great run out in Utah himself. He could see J.W. Johnson, the 9 seed, in an early round. So that is a very tough half of the draw. On the other side, there's Hunter Johnson, the 2 seed, on a rampage, beat Jack Sock, and look who's in his quarter. It's Jack Sock himself. Oh, so close to getting that first men's gold in singles, but just couldn't get there. Had a 1-point lead at the end of game 3, but couldn't get it done. You see Max Freeman lurking in that section of the draw as well. There's Ben Johns as the 4 seed, Zane Ford as the 17, and then Jaume Martinez. Vic would like to forget that Utah ever happened because Big Papa Jimmy beat him 0-1. What? Yeah, in singles. So that was not good for Jaume. So men's singles is always spectacular. Hunter Johnson, fully healthy, is going to be a handful, but who is going to get to Sunday, we'll find out. Now let's look at mixed doubles. And look at this, another shocking 4 seed because of the talent. That's AB and Fed together, and I cannot wait to see how this goes because this sounds like a team that could be absolutely dynamite, marching their way into the final. But first, let's take a look at their projected path. In the round of 64, qualifiers. In the round of 32, the 27 seed, that would be Onsens and Rain, and Eric Onsens has done some damage in mix, so don't sleep on that team. Round of 16, a couple of veterans, Jocelyn DeVilliers and Callie Joe Smith. In the quarters, they could run into Gabe Tardio and Jesse Irvin, the 7 seed and winners on the Carvana PPA Tour in 2024. And then it's the team to beat in the semis. They are in Ben Johns and Anna Lee Waters, half of the draw. That would be a 1v4 semifinal. Wouldn't that be something? So that's their path. Let's take a look at the draw. Anna Lee Waters and Ben Johns back together. Anna Lee sat out mixed doubles out in Utah. They're back. They're the 1 seed. And let's look at some of these matchups. 13 versus 56. Lacey Schneeman and Tyson McGuffin went down to Australia and won a title together. Now they're playing Aussies in America, in North Carolina. That's Helena Spiritus and Tom Evans. That will be a tough, tough start for the Aussies. The 4 seed, as I mentioned, Bright and Staksrud. Watch out for them. Down below, Irvin and Tardio. They could run into Leah Jansen and Riley Newman, who have played pretty darn well together as a team. And then look at Brooke Buckner in her home state of North Carolina with Connor Garnett. She could play Alex Walker and Pat Smith in the first round and see if they can get a big run going. On the other side, J-Dub and Georgia Johnson have been absolutely terrific in mixed doubles this year. And look who's there. Deckel Barr just got his first mixed doubles title with Paris Todd. He'll play with Paris's women's doubles partner from Utah, Rachel Rohrabacher. We'll see if they can find some magic. Fahey, we talked about in singles. She'll be with Hayden Patriquin. That's a fun team to look at. Catherine Parento and Christian Alshon. Oh, so close to that first title together. They were right there in Game 5. Yes, Game 5 of a 2.5-hour battle in the final in Utah, but couldn't get it done. They're the 3 seed. The 8 seed is Yoda. Yeah, Colin Johns, who has Tina Pisnik as a student. We'll see if they can find the chemistry as the 8 seed. And then Team Proton. Megan Dazan, Andre Diescu haven't had the big run. Andre obviously has been lights out in men's doubles. We'll see if they cause some trouble. So mixed doubles, always a packed draw like this. Who is going to get to Championship Sunday? Now let's take a look at women's doubles, and the standard is the standard, and that standard is the number one team in all of pro pickleball. That's Anna Leigh Waters and Catherine Parento. They went out to Utah, won again, and they are something special. Here's their projected path to the finals. They will play qualifiers in the round of 32. Round of 16 would be the 16 seed, Lane Sleeth and Alex Trung. In the quarters, they would run into Tina Pisnik and Kate Fahey. That's a team that has looked better and better. Tough draw to pull AL Dub and CP in the quarters. In the semis, Paris Todd paired up with Lacey Schneemann. They are the 4 seed. So that's what stands in their way for another run to a title for Anna Leigh Waters and Catherine Parento. Now, let's take a look at the full draw. There's Anna Leigh Waters and Catherine Parento perched at the top as the 1 seed. Pisnik and Fahey down below. They could play a couple veterans early on in Jessie Irvin and Andrea Koop. 4 seed Schneemann and Todd. In their quarter is an interesting 7 seed, Mari Humberg and Leah Jansen. Can they find some chemistry together? We shall see about that. On the other side, the girlies are back together. Anna Bright back from Asia and playing with Rachel Rohrabacher. Rachel had a tough go. She ran into the Utah duo with Paris Todd by her side, got upset in the semifinals. Man, Elise and Etta were terrific. They did grab bronze, did Rachel and Paris, but back with Anna Bright. Can they get the rematch redelivered on Sunday? We'll see. The Kawamotos are both back. They're always trouble as the 6 seed. Brooke Buckner, Zoe Wong. Again, both players were in Asia. How do they fare with little time to prepare? Hurricane Tyra Black and Georgia Johnson were a team people thought could beat Anna Leigh Waters and Catherine Parento. But you know who said no to that? Krishna Getcheva and Caitlin Christian upset them in Utah, so they'll be looking for a better result. And then down at the bottom, there's Etta Tuionatoa, this time playing with Megan Dazan. So she's just going from Callie Smith in Texas, then Elise Jones in Utah, and now Megan Dazan in North Carolina. So just switching out all those Utah partners is they are the 5 seed. Then an interesting early round match finds Millie Rain playing with Callie Jo Smith, the 9 seed, against Eva Radzikowska and Tammy Emmerich. That will be a fun one in the first round. Women's doubles, always so much fun. Will we get the rivalry? Will we get upsets? We shall see. It'll all go down on the 20 by 44. And when you talk about men's doubles right now, you have to talk about Team Power Forward. That's right. Andre Diescu and Christian Alshon, they're the 3 seed, but they are the team to beat. They were tremendous again in Utah in beating Hayden Patriquin and Federico Staxrud. They've lost but one time. That was to the Johns brothers, and they are taking names every time they take center court. So here's their projected path to the final. In the round of 32, it's TBD. They're waiting for a round of 64 winner. In the round of 16, they'd play the 13 seed, Ryan Fu, and Big Papa Jimmy Ignatowicz. In the quarters, the 8 seed, that would be Eric Onsen and Dylan Frazier. And then this is not the final, but a semifinal could be brewing between Christian, Andre, and Gabe Tardio and Ben Johns. Wouldn't that be spectacular? And that is not to win a title. That is to get a chance to win a title. If both seeds hold, we'd see that one on semifinal Saturday. Now let's take a look at the draw. So the top seed is the same top seed that we had in Utah. Federico Staxrud, Hayden Patriquin looked good until they ran into the big fellas that are just wrecking people. So we'll see if they hold up their side and make it all the way to Sunday. Noah Cliff jumps in next to Colin Johnson. It's going to be very interesting to follow the career arc of Colin Johnson from here. Can he hold on to that spot in the top 16 and qualify for the finals? We'll see. They could have an early round match with Jaume Martinez Vic and Augie Guh, the 9 seed. Tyson McGuffin will have a very happy Deckel Barr by his side as Deckel Barr takes a mixed doubles championship all the way across the country to North Carolina. Jocelyn DeVilliers and Pablo Tejas had some good moments in Utah as a pair, but they could have a tough early round matchup. The 26 seed, the lefty Max Freeman, and the big, tall, very dangerous Roscoe Bellamy, 26 seed. Man, that is tough. And then the Utah Black Diamonds are back together. Connor Garnett and Tyler Leung, look out for them as the 11 seed. There you see on the other side, Gabe Tardy and Ben Johns. They're the 2 seed. They could have a quarterfinal with CJ Klinger and JW Johnson. It's a team that everybody wants just a little more from. They haven't made their way to a final yet. On paper, they sound terrific. Let's see if the way it goes in North Carolina suits them well. Oh my, and then look at this 10 seed. Matt Wright and Julian Arnold have yapped at each other across the net multiple times. They're going to share a side of the court in North Carolina. And then here's the section of the draw for Christian Alshon and Andre Diescu. As you see below, Ryan Fu and Jimmy Ignatowicz, just to get to them, are going to have to beat Eric Roddy and Jack Sock. That will be fun early on. And then down below, look at this, another fun one that I like to point out early on. Riley Newman and Pat Smith are the 12 seed. They'll play a couple guys from Texas, Zane Navratil and Carlos Delora. So that is the 17 seed. So men's doubles has been absolutely spectacular on the Carvana PPA Tour lately, and I expect just the same at the Veolia North Carolina Open. So we've seen the draws. Will there be upsets? Will the top seeds make it through? How will the folks that skipped here do? I can't wait to find out. And guess what? We've got all your coverage starting at 11 a.m. Eastern on Pickleball TV. And remember, it's the new format. Singles on Wednesday, mixed doubles on Thursday, men's and women's doubles on Friday, and then we've got semifinal Saturday, all 10 matches on Humana Championship Court leading in to Championship Sunday. So don't miss a minute of the action. Like and subscribe for this show and download that beautiful app that we've got. Pickleball TV's there. Take our great sport everywhere you go. Thanks so much for watching this show and all our great athletes. Peace.